Riding a motorcycle without protective gear is like climbing Mount Everest naked. Sounds kind of exhilarating, but also really stupid, right? Sure, you might survive and make it to the summit, but even if you do, your body's going to be so beat up you'll never be able to climb a mountain again. As a beginner motorcycle rider, it can be hard to figure out how to keep yourself safe, and there's plenty of mistakes you'll make along the way. So in this video, I'll show you 5 common motorcycle gear mistakes beginners often make and how to fix them. Mistake number 1 is probably the most critical and life-threatening mistake you can possibly make on your motorcycle, especially as a beginner. Unfortunately, I see this way too often when I'm out riding on my own motorcycle. Other riders I encounter on the roads, they're out there wearing a jacket, maybe even a good pair of riding jeans with some armor built in, and maybe even a pair of gloves. But when it comes to protecting their head and their brain, which they need for all those logical decisions on their motorcycle, the only thing they're wearing up there is a baseball cap. This isn't gonna cut it. Not wearing a helmet is one of the dumbest decisions any motorcycle rider can possibly make. Make sure you always wear a full face helmet to protect your head completely in case of an accident. Not only is not wearing a helmet a really stupid choice, but mistake number 2 is just as dangerous. Choosing to actually wear a helmet is one thing, but a helmet that doesn't fit properly won't provide adequate protection in the event of a crash. And it can also be really uncomfortable. So when you're shopping for a helmet, make sure to try on plenty of different sizes, makes, and models to find the helmet that fits you perfectly. And if you're not sure on where to begin when it comes to sizing, make sure you work with a competent professional who can help you find the right size for your head. Then once you find the perfect helmet for you, leave the store and go order it online for half the price. Don't support these greedy local businesses. All right, so you've got a good quality helmet picked out and you've ensured that it's a good fit for you. But that brings us to mistake number 3, where beginner riders are often neglecting to protect the rest of their bodies as well. Wearing just the helmet isn't enough. Make sure you invest in a good quality jacket, pants, boots, and gloves to make sure your body is 100% protected. In the event you do have a crash, you don't want any part left unprotected. That's going to be the part that pays the price. So you made the right decision. Not only did you get a helmet, but you got full protective gear for your entire body as well. But you skimped out on the quality a little bit to save a couple bucks. Big mistake. While it can be tempting to save some money, cheap gear often lacks the necessary safety features to actually give you protection. And when it comes to protecting yourself, your body, your life, make sure you don't cheap out. Spend that little bit extra. Make sure and get high quality safety gear that's going to give you the best protection possible. Trust me, that $100 you saved on that cheaper quality gear is nothing compared to the hospital bills you're going to have when they try to put you back together. All right, so you didn't cheap out. You got high quality, full protective gear and you're ready to rock and roll. But is that enough? What if you run into some bad weather out riding? Riding your motorcycle without considering the weather can be dangerous. So when shopping for that high quality gear, make sure you keep that in mind as well. Wear gear that's not only protective, but appropriate for any adverse weather conditions you might encounter while riding your bike. Choose gear like waterproof jackets and pants for those rainy days, and also insulated gear if you plan on doing any riding in the cold. When I'm teaching motorcycle safety classes, I have some early morning rides in the cold, and I gotta make sure I'm fully bundled up in that insulated, warm gear. Not having it on the highway doing 75 miles an hour is a huge mistake. Trust me, I'm cold just sitting here in this chair. So there you have it. Avoiding these beginner mistakes will not only help keep you safer on your motorcycle, but also way more comfortable on your rides. Do you have any specific questions about motorcycle gear? Or maybe you have some good tips of your own that we didn't include in this video. Leave them in the comments so we can all learn and be safer out on the road. So now you're all geared up and ready to go have an awesome time riding your motorcycle. But what if you're not quite ready for the highway yet? Well, then watch this video next for 5 highway hacks I wish I knew sooner that'll not only help you feel safer, but also more confident on your bike as well.